What's going on, guys, in the works, and welcome to a video commentary. And I haven't had the opportunity to do one of these in a really long time, and I asked you guys, hey, would you guys want to see a video commentary? And the majority of you guys were like, yeah, sure, I don't get to catch your live streams, it'll be nice to see your face, and these are a lot more personal than your normal just audio type commentaries. But the gameplay you see before you is some A-91 gameplay. I'm playing one of those ridiculous TDM games where you got like 700 tickets or something like that. And I threw on my A-91 and I was trying to get gameplay for last week's Showdown, and this is actually some snippets that you might recognize from the Showdown, but it's more of the full-length feature of that. And a lot of you guys don't like the A-91, which is unfortunate because it is one of my favorite engineer weapons, and that's pretty pertinent on the topics I wanted to talk about today, which was the Showdowns. Well, we will be getting a lot of Showdown potential here at the beginning of June because we're going to be getting new weapons with the new DLC coming out, and that leads me to think, we really need to wrap up seasons 1 and 2 and kind of get some closure on the first 2 seasons of the Battlefield 3 Showdown, because I started a new season once the patch came out because a lot of weapons were changed, and there's no doubt that weapons were altered in a way that made them a lot different than they were before, and I felt that it was necessary to go to season 2. Well, I decided that I'm going to take the ultimate winners from a bunch of the Showdowns and pit them against each other for the month of May. So starting in May, we're gonna be doing like what I like to call the ultimate Battlefield 3 Showdown, where we go through, we look at some of the weapons that have won in the past, pit them against weapons similar to that in the class, and then we kind of have like a tournament bracket, and we kind of decide, what is best out of all the weapons we've done. Granted, we haven't done every single weapon. I know. But that's impossible. I mean, we just don't have enough time. Those episodes take me a really, really long time to get together, and I just don't think we could ever do every single weapon. At least not right now. I mean, in the future we may have done every weapon, but as of right now, I don't think we could squeeze them in before May, obviously. So I'll try my best to get in some really good ones before we start the Ultimate Showdown. This week we're doing the F2000 versus AEK, so look forward to that. I'm giving you guys a little sneak peek here, I guess, but yeah, it should be a really, really good Showdown, actually, and that should wrap everything up nicely. And that's one of the things I've been looking for in the Showdown, because, we have gotten a little bit stagnant. We've gotten to the point where, okay, we've done this weapon, and what do we do with this weapon? Because, it's almost the same as the other weapon. I mean, it gets to the point where it's like, okay, we're going to have to start matching up some weird ones, and when you do that, people seem to get a little annoyed. So I think the Ultimate Showdown should be pretty fun because we'll see who is the best out of all the Showdowns, and I'll use some of the poll results to make the ultimate decisions. Ooh. So once the new weapons come out, though, in June, I think there's 10 new weapons. We'll start a new season, and there's obviously going to be a patch. I'm sure they'll tone down suppression. I'm sure they'll make some more adjustments, and we'll see, if some of the old weapons can stand toe-to-toe with maybe like the ACR versus like what's a good ACR versus maybe like the SG553. I don't know, because the ACR I think they're putting in the game is actually like a ACR short. I don't know. We'll see. I know the TAR is the MTAR, which isn't actually the TAR 21. It's like the smaller variant. So that'll be an engineer weapon, I'm sure. Either that or a PDW, because DICE likes to put weapons that aren't classically considered personal defense weapons as PDWs. So I guess we'll see how that plays out in the end. But really excited for the Showdown going forward. I think there's a lot of potential for some really awesome episodes, and you guys should be excited as well. Now, my next topic is Project PTFO. If you didn't see, I should be running the trailer either before this or after this. I am in the Project PTFO tournament, which is going to be one of the biggest events in the Battlefield community. Basically, anyone who's big in Battlefield is in the tournament. All sorts of YouTubers, everybody you might like in the tournament. And I'm not sure if I'm going to be on PC or Xbox yet. I know I said that I told them, I was like, look, I understand that you have a lot of people who want to be on PC. I'm willing to do Xbox if you guys want me to. So I don't know what they ended up putting me in. Hopefully PC, because I haven't played Xbox in months. But yeah, should be a good time. I mean, it's one of the biggest Battlefield events I think they've ever done, at least on YouTube. So there should be plenty of opportunity for entertainment. It's similar to the way the Call of the Community tournament was structured. I mean, but you can read about the rules in that. I mean, I'll link all the information you need to see in that when I upload the trailer. I'll probably upload it sometime tomorrow if you're watching this today. But next point is the Underused Weapons series. Seems to have kind of hit a wall, but I want to do a few disclaimers here. First of all, the Underused Weapons series isn't meant to be some sort of series where I pick weapons that no one technically uses. I mean, it's supposed to be a series where I pick weapons that aren't your normal weapons, you know, normal, like, considered, like, top tier weapons, and I kind of just talk about them. You know, I give you the pros and cons, my opinions on the weapons, and, you know, I did get a little opinionated in the SVD video, and a lot of people seemed offended by that. I don't like the SVD, guys. I'm not going to lie to you and tell you I think the SVD is a good weapon. It doesn't work for me. It may work for you. You may be an absolute monster with the SVD. I suck with it. I mean, that's my curse. I'm not an SVD guy. Overall, I just probably think it's one of the weaker weapons in the game, and I gave you my honest opinion. Hopefully you guys can appreciate that. I mean, I could have lied to you and said, oh, this is a great weapon, but, you know, I don't really care for it. So, but I've kind of hit a wall with the Underused weapons series. I think I might do a couple of them over, like the SG5x3 and the QBZ, because you guys really do enjoy them, and they're probably one of the most popular videos I do, so I don't want to stop doing them. It's just, it seems like they get a lot of negativity because people, the first thing people want to say is, oh, insert blank, this isn't underused, when really it is. But weapons like the AN91, which I've done in the underused weapons in the past, a lot of people tend to think that's technically underused, whereas if you go to battlefield3stats.com, you can look at the weapon leaderboards and actually see that the AN94 is used quite frequently. I've seen it a lot. I mean, it's the hacker's weapon of choice if they're going to run an assault rifle. So, I don't know. I mean, that's just what I've, you know, my personal experience on it. But I'll try to keep those going. You know, a lot of negativity going on those lately, though. So I'm kind of trying to readjust and looking at it from a different light. And hopefully we can keep pushing those out because you guys do enjoy watching those. But yeah, that's about it. I mean, hopefully you guys enjoyed this gameplay. It was AN91 gameplay, which, like I said, a lot of people don't like it because the AN91 tends to be a very polarizing weapon because it does have a lot of recoil. You know, it pulls to the left, it pulls to the right, and that .5 kind of balances out, I found. And I found it has a really, like, kind of flat recoil like that, and it's really easy to control in my eyes. So I'm a big AN91 guy. I thought this was a really good game because I dropped like 50 kills in a matter of, like, I don't know, like 15 minutes. So I thought it was pretty good gameplay overall. It really showcased what the AN91 was about, and the reason why I decided to use this was because a lot of people had wanted to see some more AN91 gameplay outside of the Showdown. So I was like, okay, I'll go ahead and show you guys the full-length game because it was a really good game. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Let me know what you think about the Showdown idea, and I will see you guys later. Peace.